I think everybody in Louisiana and Tennessee knew there was a football game today at 11 o'clock, but I didn't know. My 3-year-old grandson always says he'll try to climb up on something and he can't get up there, and he'll say, "I'm stuck, Mama, I'm stuck." And today I keep thinking about that because I'm stuck. My husband won't budge. He's on the couch watching the LSU game. I need to get him a bath so that we can start transporting things up to the land and back. I kind of had in my mind today, that's what I wanted to do. Just make however many jaunts we have to make to where I can finally feel like I'm moving this mountain, like I'm getting things out of that shed and getting them up there. We have that hill in front of our house, so you really can't see that I'm stacking junk back there. So that's a good thing. But he won't move. I haven't bathed him yet. I couldn't do that because I had someone coming to get my ping pong table this morning. They were coming at like 10:45, which that's fine, but I had my grandkids here when I woke up and for breakfast and everything. So they left, I think about 9:30, something like that. I had to get myself dressed and then get ready for that guy to come in. So I got that out of the way, and then I walked up there and told Richard, "Let's go, just time for a bath." And oh, LSU's on, LSU's on. He won't budge. So I'm stuck. And my son has gone to the, not to the game, but he's gone over there to tailgate and stuff. I didn't know about it. I was counting on him helping me today. And you know how it is. It's 11 o'clock game. It's going to be 3 hours long. And then there's traffic getting out of Baton Rouge, which if you've ever come through Baton Rouge with traffic, you know what I'm talking about. It's horrid. And so I won't see my son till late this evening. I just won't. And I can't make trips back and forth to the land because I can't leave Richard. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm not having a prayer meeting. I decided to get out these chairs out of my shed. Let's see, we have 3, 6, 9, 10 of them. We're just using the holidays and stuff. But I'm going to go on and take these up to the land. I think I'm going to put them in my car. Get them on up there. I could use them up there, or at least a couple of them, in case anybody comes over and needs a place to sit. I got a couple of lawn chairs up there, but we had more people than lawn chairs up there the other day, so these would have come in handy. A couple of them are kind of old and faded, especially that one there. It's just plum gray, I don't think. I'm using some of this Easy House Wash on them, but I think those gray ones are just, they're just gonna stay that way. But anyway, just trying to knock some of the gunk off of them from being in our shed. Some of them had dirt dauber nest on them and everything. And I'm gonna pull them out to the sun, let them dry. And I already did the back of them, and load those in my car in just a little while when the game is over. And I can load them in my car and we can take them up there. I'll set these out into the sun. I know a lot of America just eats, lives, and breathes football. And I'll be honest with you, I wish I was like that. If I sat down and started watching a game, I can get into it. I mean, I understand and everything. I've raised boys. My husband is, that's all he's ever thought about is LSU and Saints and all that stuff. But I just don't get into it like some people do. I had said before on my videos that I read that book, I think it's Dr. Peter Diadamo, about your blood type. And in it, he says in there that people with type A blood tend to avoid crowds. They don't like crowds. They don't like being in big stadium things like that where they're around a lot of people. Now, there's so many people out at LSU today. I'm sure plenty of them are type A blood. However, when I read that, it really resonated with me because I am type A, and I have always kind of been that way. I don't like situations like that. And it causes some social, I guess, to miss out on things, I guess, because I have a lot of friends who love all that. They go to every LSU game. They tailgate. They go to tents. They walk around all day. They wouldn't miss it. They just wouldn't miss it. Their lives would not be the same if they didn't go do that. and their kids do it. They love it. I have family that has campers and things that would always go to University of Alabama games, and it was a great thing. And I'm sure it's extremely fun, especially if you can do it with a camper and tailgate and really spend all day and doing something fun like that with your family. That's probably nice. I could probably do that if I owned a camper and if I just was so inclined to go do that with it. No, probably not. I'd probably go park it at a state park somewhere and have peace and quiet, because that's just what I like. I don't really like a lot of chaos. I don't see how I could relax with grandbabies running around and 10,000 people, strangers, running around. I'd probably be a nervous wreck. So never mind, just check that. I probably wouldn't like that at all. I think even if I put all those in my car, I could probably still shove a table on top of them. One less thing to bring later. Well, this day has not went like I thought it would go. It's been just a slow day. I don't know. I'm gonna take this table over here and wash it off. I just don't want to put spiders in my car, dirt dauber nest in my car. I don't want to do anything like that that's gonna come out on me while I'm driving, or stay in there and have babies. That's how I think of things like that. So let me take care of this, and then I'm gonna see what else I can get myself into, what else I can move on to. And my theory is, as long as you keep moving, eventually you're gonna finish your goal. Hopefully I'll finish it on time and be on schedule. But I just know that if you don't keep moving, you don't accomplish anything. So I'm not gonna sit on the couch and watch a game for 3 hours today. I'm sorry. Sorry, LSU. I'm gonna keep on moving because I have to be out of my house in 18 days. So I'm gonna keep on moving. When my daughter came to pick up the kids this morning, she brought some boxes. There's a pretty good many of them in there. There's some tucked inside, down in there. And she brought a few the other day that I have out in my shed. Now, I really didn't want to start packing and having boxes sitting everywhere when my appraiser came. But if they're gonna sit here empty, I guess I'd just soon them sit here with something in them because I don't have anywhere to store them, and I'm not gonna flatten them and put them out in my shed where they're gonna get spiders or anything in them. So I guess having them along this wall, that chair's not working right now, I've got to do something with it. But having them along this little empty wall probably wouldn't be bad if that man came in and to appraise our house. So I think today, I guess what I'm saying is I'm gonna start packing. I've never showed you the inside of my closets before. This is in my guest bedroom. This is just where I put extra blankets. Richard always has a blanket on him on the couch, so I constantly wash and fold blankets. But what I've been doing, this mess in the corner here is not really a mess. It's actually, I've been putting things here on purpose. As I went through every drawer in my house and in closets and everything, I just found tons of odds and ends sheets and pillowcases, fitted sheets, folded sheets, whatever. Down there at the bottom is some little comforter blankets I found and things. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna utilize all this as part of my packing. I'm gonna pack things wrapped in the pillowcases, wrapped in the sheets, wrapped in some of these lightweight blankets. Because why just stuff all this into a box and that be a whole box of just this stuff when I could use it to roll up plates in and dishes in and put it in other boxes, and thereby, you know, kind of killing two birds with one stone. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I think I'm gonna take some plates and things out of my kitchen cabinets, because who's gonna look in there anyway when they come appraise the house? And I'm gonna wrap them in all this stuff and get them in those boxes. Ooh, just found a couple more things up here in the top of this closet. Yay, so that's even more I can wrap stuff in. First box. If you don't start, you never finish. I do need to get me a little tape gun to tape the top of these boxes. I certainly don't want things crawling down in there. And it also just makes them more stable for when you're moving, the boxes don't pop open and something comes out. So anyway, I had to start and I'm off. I had a pretty long box that was perfect for putting all these kitchen things in, long spoons, long spatulas and things like that. Just anything from the kitchen fit in there pretty good. I only had a couple of things left over. But as I'm cleaning out these drawers, I'm gonna clean out these drawers. I actually had some of that mesh stuff that goes on the bottom that keeps everything from hitting the bottom of the drawer. But this was what was left when I pulled it up. So little things go through that mesh and get down in there, and you really don't see it when the mesh is laying there. So anyway, it's just crumbs and stuff from years. So as I do all this, as I pack all this, I'm gonna clean out every cabinet and every drawer to leave it in a good state for the people that are buying it. I don't want them to come in and open a drawer and see our old crumbs or anything. I want them to be able to just move on in. So it won't take a little bit. I'm gonna clean out these drawers as I go. Finally made it up to the land to bring this load of chairs and that table down there. Trip number 1. We're gonna rest a minute and look over things, and then we'll make trip number 2. I don't know if wisteria is a tree or a vine that's growing on a tree here in our yard, but I do know this is a big wisteria monstrosity. I don't know what else to call it, but it's got to come down. It started raining the day our tree trimmers were here, and I think this was the last thing they were going to do, and it didn't get done, so that's okay. But I can take it down. I'm not worried about that. But my uncle told me when he was here the other day, he looked and there was a big ant bed there at the bottom of it. So I just brought some of this ant killer here and spread it on the bottom of that ant bed down there. And I don't know if it's an active ant bed or not, but I just put it all over it. But I noticed when I walked around this bush, I just thought it was pretty. There's just a beautiful little bird's nest up in it. Doesn't look active or anything right now, but it's just this perfect bird's nest just sitting right up here in this wisteria bush. Probably about the time I go to tear it down, there'll be an active little bird nest in there with birds, and I'll have to leave it. But for right now, it's kind of on the chopping block, but I'm not going to do it until we get up here, and we're living up here, and that'll just be something I do later. We're back at home and I'm happy. Let me show you why. It fit. It just went right on up in there. I'm so surprised. That thing was 48 inches wide. I measured it. And it was so tall this way that I just thought it wasn't going to angle in there and have enough room, but it went on in. I see some real estate there. I can still shove some stuff. There's some real estate between it and the doorway. Might even could fit some things up under it. I'm gonna try to get as much as I can in there, and we're heading back up to the property. Got a good little bit of okra. I get about this much every 2 days from the plants that I have, and they're not big plants. They're not really full or anything like that, but they still are popping off okra. So I highly recommend you grow okra. Whether you like to grow it or not, or eat it or not, or whether your family likes it or not, it is such a good thing to grow because it's so productive. This has been going on for months. I've already canned okra. I've given okra away. I've got a Ziploc gallon of cut okra in my freezer, and then I'm still picking some every day. So it's just a great thing to have that you could share with people for just little to no money and little to no investment of time. Okra just grows. It just grows. It doesn't care about the soil. It doesn't care that we're in a drought right now. It doesn't care about anything. No rain, no nothing. It seems to be doing better. So in a pinch, I would recommend growing some okra if you don't already grow it. And if for no other reason, you can share it with your neighbors. Give it to young families that might need some help with food. I'm sure they'll take it. So just a quick okra commercial as I'm out here picking. I got the car loaded. We're fixing to head back up to the land. I'm watching a beautiful full moon come up from behind the trees. We made it back up to our land. I'm dropping off this last load, and we're going to head home. I'm gonna get some more packing done at home. Today's thought, I guess, is even if you feel stuck, if you just feel stuck and the day feels like it's getting away from you, and you don't feel like you're going to get a whole lot accomplished, just keep moving. Just keep moving. You may not get every little thing done that you intended to do, but something's better than nothing. And you can go to bed that night knowing you gave it your best shot. You just worked with what you had. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go home and do a little more packing, do some other little things I need to do, and I'm gonna sleep good tonight because I gave it my best shot. Y'all have a great day. This is Lainey from Kent Jewel Farms, signing off here from up at Hilltop Home Place. And we'll get going again tomorrow. Bye-bye.